All the way from Phoenix, Arizona, Portland, Oregon, and Dallas, Texas. It's the Bros Before Elbows Pro Wrestling Podcast.
It is Wednesday, August 5th, 2020. We're in the middle of the pandemic and we're recording a Bros for Elbow show. And we're not on Skype anymore, we're on Zoom.
Yes, we have journeyed into the land that is Zoom video meetings. So I'm very used to this platform. It's what I use for work. And yeah, very cool. So welcome, guys. How's everything going?
Does my mic sound nice?
You do. You sound great.
I'm just kidding. Everything is going out here in the D-Town. Everything's groovy. How are things by you guys, the PDX and PHX?
Things are all, things are going. I mean, it's just, I think, definitely just burnt, physically burnt. I've laid in the sun, which you can't really tell, but I'm like, my face is peeling. But beyond that, just like burnt out from this whole freaking stupid pandemic, and just everybody's feeling it. You know, it's not just me. It's not just like, whoa, it's me. It's like everybody's feeling it. Yeah.
Is it over yet? You know, but
right?
It's not. It's like Groundhog Day every day, or is it like just the new normal? Like I hate
people saying new normal, man. That was cool for like March, man. I think I took it to April. I tried to drag it out a little bit to May. Actually, now it's freaking August. Don't tell me about your damn new normal, man.
It's not my new normal. I want us to go back to the old life. It's just, you know, I think people have adjusted to this now. Either they've adjusted or they stopped caring. I'm not really sure.
It's a weird balance, man. I feel like one day people are like super hyper vigilant about it, and the other people are like, yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna go do whatever. I'm gonna go eat at a restaurant, go work at a gym, and then go open mouth kiss an elevator door or something.
I just came from the gym, actually. To be honest, I am beat. It was leg day.
Do they let everyone in at a capacity? Is there like 50% like?
I don't know about capacity. I've never been turned down. What they do is they have a lot of machines like blocked off or non-functioning. Mm-hmm. That probably deters some people. They're only open until 10. You have to wear a mask and gloves, which probably also deters people. And people probably just don't want to come to the gym. I think the gym is like one of the highest risk places to catch the
totally. You're
disease.
All sweaty and you're like
breathing heavy.
Let me touch these barbells.
you wipe everything down and you just follow. Look, I've been working and going out and doing things the whole time. Somehow, by the grace of God or the higher power, I've managed to not contract it. I've known people that have contracted.
Do you think maybe you contracted it like in February or like January? Or like you didn't know? No, I'm asking, like, were you actually sick like during any of those like previous? Yeah.
Literally, it was either the weekend before the shutdown or like a week before. For like 24 to 48 hours, I was like, it was bad. We were doing the Dungeons and Dragons. It was the weekend we did Dungeons and Dragons. The last time, me and my buddy were there, and we were just like sneezing. We weren't coughing. I was just sneezing a lot, and like felt really sick and groggy. And then took some medicine, and I was fine. And then like a week later, the pandemic hit the United States, as we all know, or it was here, and everything shut down. So probably had it. I think you can get tested for that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you can test it. I think it's a blood test. You can test the antibodies, but crazy, yeah.
Yeah, insane, man. But yeah, we're hanging in there. Hopefully 2021. We're literally headed towards the fall. Like the summer is almost over.
Yeah, man. Summer of 20, man. This is gonna be like the
lost year.
Yeah,
this is definitely a completely lost year. And Tommy and I were just talking about it. The kids being back in school and doing Zoom school, and how Phoebes went from graduated kindergarten on Zoom, and then is going to first grade in Zoom. Like what an experience, and kids need the social interaction, dude. They need to be running around with other kids, and they need to be socially with other kids, not hanging out with mom and dad at the freaking kitchen table.
Grandma and grandpa, my nephew's going through the same thing. He's I want to say he's in kindergarten now, he went to kindergarten this last year. So his first year was ruined by the coronavirus.
Right. Like, what a shambles, man. What a
insane, and he's just at home, and it's not like any of us. It's just grandma, grandpa, mom. Mom's always working, and he's not getting that interaction all the time.
Yeah, man, it's going stir crazy, man. And I feel for the teachers too, man. It's like, because most of the teachers are like in the like high risk group, so they're gonna welcome back like 20 like little germ factories into their school and expect to be like, not only do they have to teach the kids, they have to now like monitor them to wear masks, monitor them to make them wash their hands, monitor making sure distancing, on top of like organizing all those little kittens and making sure they're learning at the same time. It's just like, it's an impossible job. I can see why teachers are kind of hesitant to do it. So it's so no matter what happens, they open the schools and let everyone back in. If they don't open the schools, like one group's going to get screwed out of the situation. There's no right answer, and it kind of it sucks.
Right.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing, is there's no right answer. The right answer is like we wait. We hurry up and wait.
Yeah, we wait. Yeah, we wait. Then we all go crazy, like go mentally crazy.
Right. Like, there's
like,
definitely going to be a lot of
hermits.
PTSD, I think, from just people in general, just being like, I haven't gone out. My kids are driving me nuts. My parents are driving me nuts. Like, you know, just people, like even people in retail that are like, why are you getting mad at me? Like, why are you getting mad at me for like being here to help you get your groceries, or like help you bank, or help you whatever? I mean, I haven't run anybody at the bank that's been like, you know, upset or like, you know, but there's people out there that are like, my life, blah, 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 and I'm at this retail spot and like, whatever, I'm going to be an a-hole to retail workers and customer service or servers or whatever. And it's like, really? Like, I'm freaking here trying to help you. So I think everybody's like equally getting pissed off at each other. And it's just, you know, just like I was saying, like people are burnt. Like I'm burnt out from it. It's just every single day, and it's just so grossly mishandled. I'm not gonna jump into the politics of it, but it's just, what a joke. Like,
Are you guys hearing about now, like it'll all be over on, like, I guess, I don't know when the election day is, it the 4th or the 8th, whatever day that is.
First week in November. Like, you really think, man? Like, it's all like
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Is that the conspiracy theory?
Yeah, of course it is. It's worldwide, though. Like,
yeah.
It's not just happening in the U.S. That's just the naivety of American to think that.
That's so dumb. That's so dumb. And if people think that, that's dumb. That is so ignorant. Because again, it's global. It's global.
Yeah.
It's global. Right? Like, it's not just, you know, it's not just the United States.
It's a global experience to mess with our election, man. The Russians and the Chinese conspired to make something and blah, blah, blah. I can't even.
Right?
I don't even have the energy for that anymore, man. I had energy like bashing conspiracy theories for a couple months now. I'm just like, I can't. It's like, okay, fine. Believe what you want to believe.
Yeah. If you want to be an idiot, fine. I don't care. I don't care. If you want to be a complete idiot, fine. Like, just don't hurt me or other people that I love. Wear a damn mask. Just shut the hell up. Wear a damn mask. Whatever. You want to put tinfoil on your head too, fine. I don't care. I have no mental bandwidth for that anymore.
It's so wild how people are refuting the masks. You know, there's people out there. There's videos all over that are getting kicked out of stores, fighting retail workers because they refuse to put a mask on. I'm like, I mean, it sucks. It's uncomfortable. You get sweaty. I get it, but I mean,
but everybody's getting sweaty. It's the same way. Like, put your damn seatbelt on. Like, put your damn seatbelt on.
They say that if we wore them, if everyone wore a mask for, I don't know, somewhere between a month and 12 weeks, we could probably really curb the outbreak or something like that. But no one's willing to do that.
No one's willing to do it because you get rabble rousers and you get people that are just like,
you're taking away my rights,
my freedom, my body, my rights, my body, my rights. Remember that, right? Government can't tell me what to do, but I'll tell women what to do with their bodies because I'm a total freaking hypocrite. Sorry, I'm going off the rails. Believe what you want, right?
Just don't care. I'm not afraid of the corona. I think you'd be afraid of it if it really hits you hard.
Ignorance is literally killing people.
Yeah.
Like, it is literally killing people.
Yeah, internet's not helping matters, man. It's really not helping matters right now,
but hey, welcome to the Bros Before Hope's Pro Wrestling Podcast. Oh my
what an
gosh.
intro.
Right. So I again have
not been
watching anything. I don't freaking know. I've got so much going on, but what I will say is that I did watch Here's all I can say to pro wrestling. His name's not Killer Cross, but
Karrion
Cross.
Karrion Cross he looks like a beast, and I've seen some of his matches, and I love his storyline. And that's all I know that's going on right now. I know he's just like crushing through people to get to the NXT title. And I'm excited to see who topples him, because right now he's booked like a madman. And I think that's really cool.
I think supposedly he was promised like a rocket ship strapped to his back.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see. They're building a feud with him and Keith Lee. Keith Lee is the NXT champ. That would probably be a really good match.
It'll be a great match, because they're like two big guys, and like Karrion Cross just being this massive, like unstoppable force. And I'm cool with him getting skyrocketed because he can do it. He's got the look, the package, the everything. So I'm all.
Where'd he come from?
Impact.
That's crazy. That's what I thought I was gonna say. But like if for Impact, but like it's the same place that produced Bobby Roode and EC3, and it's like okay. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I think he does have that more it factor than either of those two guys. So it's kind of weird, man. Like WWE's like poaching from TNA, like again. It's kind of like or Impact. So it's like
they might get their hands on Tessa Blanchard maybe if they want to tackle that dumpster fire.
I think that kind of says something gives subtle hat tip to Impact that they actually can affect the business like this, so they can kind of turn the tides maybe in the Wednesday night wars.
They have good stuff going on. I don't know. I just read about their stuff on Cage Side. They got like 5 wrestlers out of WWE. They got a good story going with Heath. Got a good story going with Eric Young and his name that was in the cruiserweight division.
TJP?
Nope. The black dude with the dreads. Richard Swann. Yeah, they're doing more with Eric Young and Richard Swann that will get you vested than you ever saw with them in WWE. In a matter of like 3 weeks. They've got you interested. The Good Brothers are there. Impact's doing some cool stuff, and then they're giving up some good talent.
So I've said this before, and I'll say it again: is that everybody's on a level playing field now. You know, so Impact, as schmoey as it was before, really was like basically like operating on pandemic fuel, even like 5 years pre-pandemic.
They had the pandemic-sized crowds of attendance.
Right? And so they've kind of, in a sense, have a, dare I say, like, advantage over how to, like, pull the production through and how to pull the production across. And so, again, like, vying for, like, AEW, WWE, NXT, Impact, like, the product's there, and now it really is who's got the better storyline, who's got the more believable, fun, engaging product. So everybody's level now. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, they take the crowd advantage out of it because Impact had no crowd. So now you take away the crowds from NXT, WWE, and AEW. Like Impact's like, oh, this is down and dirty. This is where we like to play.
Cut them off at the legs.
Yeah. Impact's looking. They're looking good. It's something else to watch if you're avid wrestling fan. They Impact gave WWE Dexter Lumis and Karrion Cross and put those 5 wrestlers back, and AEW still doing their thing. So it's like everything's fair. Everything's fair and square. There's also a punter in NXT right now.
Man
by the name of Pat McAfee.
Yeah,
he punted Adam Cole into oblivion tonight. And
did he really? They had like an interaction.
They had McAfee. I
think it's McAfee, sir.
I don't care how you say his name. I will not respect the punter.
He's a punter, right? Yeah.
He was down there. I guess I don't know if they had like a confrontation in the ring where it was like they ironed things out, or they did it during the day where there was like a handshake. And then like I guess McAfee was doing some announcing, and he just started berating Cole while doing announcing, so much so that Beth Phoenix left the commentary desk. And then he was out there for the main event, which was the Undisputed Era versus Imperium for the tag titles.
Oh, nice.
Cost them the match because he was, distracting Cole. And then
shenanigans.
There was like a standoff, and then there was a punt. Like a moment where they were restraining Cole, and he was like on the table, and then McAfee just punted him. So
I think it's a really dumb feud because it's Pat McAfee and not Rob Gronkowski, not Lawrence Taylor. It is like a C-level schmo football player, and now he's feuding with Adam Cole. I mean, oh my gosh, man! I think this is so schmoey because
I don't get it. I don't know what they're going for. I guess McAfee or whatever is a really. I guess he's
McAfee.
well off in the podcast game, I guess, or just announcing. He has like his own show.
I think he's a pretty cool announcer. He does some college football announcing, and he's like, I think he was on Barstool Sports for a little bit, like doing stuff with them, and so he has like some media cachet. But like, I think he's more better at media than he was at football. So it's like I don't want to see like Adam Cole wrestle like a media member.
He's a punter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's.
Hey man, punters still get rings if they win.
That's true, man. Punters are people too.
I guess he's a legendary punter. That's the way they're presenting him.
legendary
punter.
Man, what if this is the way they write off Adam Cole from NXT, and we're gonna bury you out the door by having you lose to Pat McAfee?
Oh, jeez. I hope they don't do that to Adam Cole. He deserves better than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was gonna ask, have you guys watched any of the baseball with no fans or the basketball with no fans? And how does this?
I definitely watch basketball, of course.
Yeah.
Watch baseball with no fans. It's interesting because they dub in the crowd.
Yeah.
Pretty weird.
Yeah.
No, I've seen some highlights of the baseball. I don't. So.
Yeah, I feel like I've watched a little bit, but I feel like basketball is like a little more suited because like tighter in, and there's not much like the camera can't pan out as wide. Whereas baseball, when they pan out wide, it's just like a massive empty stadium. It's kind of like jarring.
Yeah.
So
well, the basketball has like, I guess because of the social distancing, the benches the benches are like spread out. Everyone's spread out, and they have virtual fans and. I don't know. Basketball seems to be drawing. I don't know if it's drawing more people, but I'm watching because playoffs start in like 8 days or so.
Playoffs start tomorrow because there's like 5 games in the whole season.
No, the playoffs start in like a week and a half. There's like 7 games left. There's like a format to where if the last seed and the seed after that are close, they have like a play-in tournament or something like that. So it's been competitive for sure.
I think it's better than wrestling, man. I think the NBA took what was good working for wrestling as far as pandemic thing, and I think they made it like better. I think it's more suited. I think baseball and wrestling are kind of like things that need crowds more than like maybe NBA and like UFC is kind of thing. Another thing that doesn't really need crowds. I've watched some UFC events, and I think it's fine without crowds. Yeah. This is like an enclosed space, but like wrestling. You go outside the ring, inside the ring, like in the back. I think it needs crowds more. And then same thing with baseball. It's just a massive like stadium, so it's kind of jarring when it's empty. So I'm curious how football is going to look if and when it happens. It's
going to be weird because they're letting each state or each team decide if they want fans. Dallas is selling tickets to their games in limited capacity, but then you'll hear like Vegas isn't having fans, and that's a brand new stadium. It's opening for the first time. The Rams and the Chargers stadium's opening for the first time. Like, it's going to be weird. There's like 60 players that have already opted out of the season so far. Some big names like Dante Hightower for the Patriots, some other people. I think football is going to look really strange, but basketball looks good. Like you said, it's closed. They're covering it every day, like TNT, ESPN.
Yeah, there's games every day, man. Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Getting you excited, but with like wrestling and stuff, it's I always wonder, like watching the storylines that you're seeing, like the role models and stuff, and like the Hurt Business and stuff. Like, how would fans react to these storylines, or would we even see these storylines if the fans were there? You know what I mean? Like, what would it look like? Would the fans be into it? Would they not be into it? What would Drew McIntyre's run look like? What would Braun Strowman's run look like? Did Alexa Bliss just get turned into Sister Abigail? That's another side note. I don't know if you guys saw that segment.
I have no idea what's going on.
The Fiend attacked Alexa Bliss. That's all I heard.
At the end. Yeah, like Nikki Cross lost her title match and she pushed Alexa, and so I guess there's a rift there, and then like the music plays, and then he's in the ring, and then he just like slowly does the taunt, and he hits it with the claw, and then it goes off.
Was that supposed to make Braun Strowman mad because they were mixed tag team partners way back in the day?
What kind of storyline is that? Like, what was there? They said it was a romance. I'm like, but everyone. Why would I buy that?
Yeah, they're both.
Like, she has a boyfriend off camera.
And I think he's married off camera. Yeah, I think that's kind of a problem, man. That's like problem WWE. They like to blend reality and like mix it, but then like when they involve couples, it's not like a TV show because like. They blur the lines too much. They cross in between kayfabe and like reality too much. So it's like when Lana and Bobby Lashley like are a couple. It just doesn't. I don't think it works in 2020. They have to like. I don't know how they could do romance angles. I think AEW doesn't really do romance angles, or they haven't really yet. So, but WWE's kind of been faltering on that one lately.
Yeah, the best thing that could happen for Bobby Lashley was divorcing Lana and joining the Hurt Business. He's being booked.
Did that actually happen?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. They did a divorce angle. Because she cost him his title match, so they got into a fight, and then he divorced her, and then MVP just kind of snuck in, and now MVP's got a faction. I guess WWE's looking at doing more factions like the good old days. Going in
I like factions. Cool. Yeah, I mean that's factions.
Yeah, Legado de Fantasma, the Hurt Business, the 5 mystery people. I don't know who they are that set a generator on fire. I think they're.
Man, what is up with that, man? That's so random, man. That seems like out of nowhere. So like someone like lit something on fire at the PC, and that's like their angle.
They were doing that, and there was like glitches, and like so KO did like the KO show and got the Riot Squad reunited. And they're feuding with the Iconics, and it like the mics kept glitching. I guess so they were saying that this mystery faction did it, that they beat on Monday. You're intrigued because you want to know who's on the faction.
I'm trying to think of 5 people could be, unless it's like EC3, the Good Brothers, Heath Slater, and Kurt Hawkins.
No, they don't work there anymore.
That's the only 5 I could think of.
One of them
wasn't there a hacker or something that like they were trying to run an angle from, like even like during WrestleMania, wasn't there some sort of like But did they already drop that? Or is that what this is?
No, that's not what this is. They dropped it, but then they might have come back to it. I don't know. Nobody knows.
See, that's so dumb. Why would you put this like angle in WrestleMania, your biggest package of the year, and then all of a sudden, whatever, it's WWE.
Where's Otis at? Question. The Money in the Bank holder.
Man, that's
wow.
Right. Is Braun still the champion?
I guess. I don't know how you lose a swamp match and then you're still the champion, but yes.
No, it's not like 2 weeks ago and they haven't like come back and addressed that.
Yeah. Their addressing was, I guess, the Fiend attacking Alexa Bliss.
Okay. All right.
Well. I guess Braun will be the hero. I don't know.
So he did lose the swamp match? I haven't even seen the swamp match. See, I'm so far behind, dude. I have no idea.
I know that the Fiend emerged from the water and no one else did. I don't know what that means in the swamp match. They never really explained how you win a swamp match.
Yeah.
I guess it was just furthering the story for SummerSlam, which could be broadcast from Atlantic City with minimal fans, maybe.
Like in a hotel or like on the beach or like in an empty warehouse? They should rename it Bash at the Beach.
Yeah.
96.
96? Is that the year Hollywood Hogan broke the hearts of all the little children?
Yeah, a bunch of people threw trash, like at him and Mean Gene while I was doing the interview. Man, I miss that. That's the one thing I miss about wrestling fans. It's just throwing trash in the stadium, like for no reason. Or freaking ECW fans just throwing just random shit in the arena that just like wasn't frowned upon back then.
Right?
No, it wasn't.
But that's the interaction, man. Like that's like the crowd. Like it's just like you were saying, like baseball, wrestling. They need that. Like that's the show. Like the show is the people and the talent. Like, and to have no people and just have the talent, it's just what a weird.
It just reminds everyone that we're stuck in a pandemic. It's that people says, "Oh, it's going to help it escape. It helps sports are going to help distract." Actually, since sports are so different and the way we're being presented by them, it just reminds me more that I can't freaking go to the stadium. I can't go to a concert. I can't go to a bar. I can't go to a movie. This is reminding me of like what the shit show we're in right now. It's not really helping me escape too much.
Are your bars closed still?
I think so. Yeah, I think they're at 50% capacity. But yeah, I think that's for restaurants. 50%. Oh, sorry, 50% for restaurants. Bars closed. Gyms closed still for the last like 3 weeks, but they're talking about opening them like next week. Like gyms can apply to open. And yeah, so I think that's where we're at. But
I went to a bar last Friday.
Was it like was it any packed? It was packed. There was no like restrictions or nothing.
I don't think they're probably just not following the restrictions. I don't know. I think it goes city to city here.
Yeah.
Even though the state said bars are supposed to be closed.
Yeah.
The county. I don't know.
See, that's the toughest part with bars is like. You know, the idea is that you wear your mask.
No one was wearing masks.
Obviously, like eating and drinking, right? You got to take your fucking mask, you got to take your mask off.
You can't say that on Zoom.
And
you can't also say that on
Zoom. That's actually true.
I know, right? It was subtle enough. Either way, that you have to take your mask off to then drink, but everybody's so enclosed that the only people that were probably were the bartenders wearing masks?
Nobody was wearing masks at this part.
We're talking about Texas.
Nobody.
Texas, son.
Nobody.
This is the Lone Star State, man.
It was like that's the first bar I've been to that was like that.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I feel like, oh man, they're really stupid. But at one point, it's like I feel bad for the bar owner, man. They've been gone since March. Like they got to make money too, man. They got rent to pay. They got employees to pay. It's like that's a business too. So it's like, hey, man, if the government's not going to help out the bar owners and the small business owners, or for like loans or grants or anything, something to surplus their income, then they got to open up. I mean, that's just like, it sucks.
Right. There's no easy answer.
Exactly.
Easy, and people have the choice. I mean, again, people have the choice. People have the choice if they want to go out and do whatever. I mean, obviously they can do that, but it doesn't help the cause anymore. You know, it doesn't.
Everyone was talking about or that's listening to different podcasts. And the Bill Simmons podcast, he's like in his 40s. He mostly talks about basketball and stuff, but he was talking to his friends on text. He's like, if we were like 24 or we were just turned 21 and we were in college and all this stuff went down, how long would it take for us to actually stay in our houses and like quarantine? Like we'd be out there like maybe 3 weeks later. It's like a different mindset. Like whatever generation, we're in our 30s, people in their early 20s, people in their teens are all thinking like differently. So I can't blame 21-year-olds for like saying, F it, man. I'm in good shape. I'm in 20s. I can't get anything. So I'll just go. Sweet, man. Yeah, upgrade that Zoom.
No, a gift from Zoom. Running out of time, we removed the 40-minute time limit on your group meetings.
Oh, man.
It's like a wrestling match back in the 80s or on AEW.
Oh, my gosh.
20-minute time limit.
Yeah, man. The commissioner just came out, J.J. Dillon just came out and extended us. Jack Tunney.
Right. But what's crazy is that there's no timer. I don't like that there's no timer.
Yeah, I thought because you're the host, you might be able to see something more than us. But, yeah, I can't find a timer over here.
I don't see Jack
I guess they'll give you a warning, right? Maybe?
Well, that was the only thing that popped up was the whatchamacallit, the
maybe it's because the first time we've done it, and then next time they'll probably be tight on that 45-minute.
Yeah. But still, like, I don't know. I'm keeping an eye on the clock on Audacity, but still, like, you know, what a yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, hate Skype.
What a show,
Skype
man.
sucks. No.
And this Zoom is pretty cool. I wonder, actually. Hang on, let me see.
Oh man, what else is going? Anything going on in AEW? I know they're doing like a women's tournament, and they have this
this random round robin women's tag team tournament where they've clearly rigged it for someone to win. Brandy Rhodes is with Allie, which these are things that don't make sense. Like sometimes AEW will start a storyline and just randomly end the story. So like,
I feel mostly they do that for the women. I think they're really having a problem with their women's division, run by Kenny Omega and Brandy Rhodes and some other people.
Yeah, so there was this Nightmare Collective thing they were gonna do. That was way back when fans were there, and then they just ended that storyline. Brandy was like the leader, but I think it was just too much like the Dark Order.
Yeah.
And then they went back to the Nightmare family, and then like. Now Brandy's in a team with Allie, who used to be the Bunny. I don't know if you guys know who the Butcher Blade, but she just randomly stopped being the Bunny, and now she's just Allie. They won their match. The girl that was a Funkasaurus back, or Funkadactyl or whatever, that's not Naomi.
No way,
Ariana.
She's in AEW now, or she's
snap.
Yeah, she showed up with like partnered up with Vicky Guerrero and Nyla Rose, I guess. So that's a tag team. So one of those two tag teams will probably win this tournament. But what do you get if you win the tournament? Like,
I think are they doing women's belts now, or they're just doing like a trophy for this? I don't know.
I don't have a clue.
Yeah, I don't have a clue either, man.
I don't really know what's going on. I don't even know who the women's... it's Hikaru Shida. That's the women's champion. What else is happening? Matt Hardy is just Matt Hardy. I guess he's
not Woken anymore.
He's just deleting all of his multiple personalities, and he started a feud with Sammy Guevara.
Okay.
Orange Cassidy and Chris Jericho have been feuding. That's been cool. There was a debate tonight.
How's Orange Cassidy debate?
Bischoff was the mediator and the surprise guest host. Eric Bischoff. What?
Eric Bischoff, man. Man.
Oh, the debate was funny. Orange Cassidy said more than 2 words.
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And then what else is going on? Ambrose is still the champ. Whoops. Moxley's still the champ.
Oh, man.
And then the Dark Order. It was like So, have you guys watched any AEW matches?
Somewhat, like on and off.
I haven't seen it in a while.
Do you feel like they do a lot of like? Do you think they do too many big spots? They have like a lot of big spots in their matches. I feel like people complain about that. They do like ridiculous spots all the time.
I think that's fine, man. Just to make it different than WWE style, man. I know like that's like the indie style, like the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, like when they were ROH, a little bit New Japan, just kind of like mix it all and spit it out, and that's the AEW form. I think that's fine, man. I think if it's different from WWE and NXT, I think that's fine. But they do a lot of like big spots, like pay-per-view level spots, like on a Wednesday night, like second hour, like top of the second hour, like match that you don't expect it to be in.
Yeah. But yeah, it's going. AEW is doing their thing. I feel like they're holding up nice, which is crazy because they're brand new. So like, I don't know how they're holding on in this pandemic with like no fans, like, but they're managing to produce a show and they beat NXT like every week, I think.
Yeah, and the ratings, and they have toys now. They have toys and title belts at Walmart. I saw that.
Oh, I need that.
No
I need
way.
that title belt.
Yeah, title belt look kind of cool. Yeah.
That's pretty legit.
Yeah.
So.
Get that. Is it $20 like the WWE titles, which you can only get the cruiserweight title or one half of the tag team titles?
Half of the red tag team titles always. That's all they ever have at Walmart. They never have anything good. Yeah.
Same thing at Target. All I have is the blue SmackDown tag belt.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's basically it.
Oh man.
Terrible. What else is going on in wrestling? I'm trying to think right now.
Hey, what about Marty Jannetty possibly killing a man?
Oh yeah, what was that? Like, who admits to that? Like, if you,
First off, I didn't know that guy was. I'm sorry.
That's a problem.
But the fact that I guess I don't know, he admits to murder.
Yeah, did you guys read the story that he posted?
He was just saying like he was like when he was like a teenager, like a gay man might have hit on him, and then like he took him out to a river, and the guy was never seen again. And
gay man that he bought weed from.
Oh, his weed dealer. Okay, yeah.
Took him around back, or right, and then he put him in the Kakakuchi River or the Kahahuchi. I don't know.
And then he related it back to his African American girlfriend somehow. And like,
yeah, what did the Jamaican girl have to do with anything? I didn't understand that.
The story had so many swerves. It was just like
kudos to you, Marty Jannetty, for having the jungle fever back then, but still, like, what happened? Like, and now the police are investigating, I think.
Rightfully so.
I think it's like a statute of limitations. Like, they can't arrest him for something he did with a teenager. I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's.
But it's still funny, man. Like, he just like talked himself into getting contacted by the police just by posting on his own Facebook page. I think this like goes back to being crazy during the pandemic. Like, Marty Jannetty's had enough, and he just needs to get thrown through another barbershop window or something by Shawn Michaels.
He should come back and do a Rockers reunion with Shawn Michaels.
Oh God!
Oh my God! I don't think Shawn Michaels wants anything to do with him now that this came out. Like, what?
Shawn Michaels just needs to stay in the Performance Center.
Don't let the Saudi Arabia sheik hear about that, man. He'll want to do it. He'll write Vince McMahon a $15 million check, and then Marty Jannetty will be on Monday Night Raw somehow.
He'll be on Raw, begging Shawn for one more Rockers match against.
Oh my gosh!
Against the Wolfpack.
Just bring back the Shockmaster. Just bring back a faction of Shockmasters. Oh man,
that's to be the five guys who lit the thing on fire. Shockmaster accidentally hurting. He did by accident, and this be an accident.
That's like the faction of ninjas that Tozawa has. That I don't.
He has that.
Yeah, man, he's got ninjas.
That's kind of cool, actually. It's kind of racist, but it's kind of cool.
Kind of racist, yes, but more tolerable.
Yeah, it's definitely.
I don't get why he suddenly has ninjas though. Like, and now he's a 3-time 24/7 champion. Also.
Oh, interesting. All right.
R-Truth's held the title 38 times now.
Oh my gosh!
Times.
R-Truth can do anything at this point. That guy can just do whatever he wants. Let the man do whatever he wants. Let him do whatever he wants. Right?
There's always room for R-Truth.
Are you guys excited about?
I thought it was funny when he. Real quick, when he, I think it was like pre-pandemic, he came out and was trying to cut a promo, what everybody thought was a promo on Brock Lesnar, but he was calling out.
I remember that.
And then Brock Lesnar was just laughing so hard. Like, I hear Lesnar loves working with R-Truth just because he's such like a goofball, dude.
That's hilarious, man. Like, Brock Lesnar hates everyone and everything, but he has a soft spot for R-Truth. I think that's something. Like, he hates working. He hates even like showing up to TV on Mondays, and just like, but R-Truth, man, this breaks his cold heart.
Right?
That's hilarious.
That's why. What were we going to say, Theron?
I forgot.
Was it something about your love for Wendy's fries and how they're really gross?
Wendy's fries are actually getting really gross. I think the pandemic has caused restaurants to phone it in.
You were stumping for Wendy's fries all week in thread, man. You didn't back down. I tried to needle you and poke at you and poke all your holes in your argument, but no, man, you weren't Wendy's fries. Now you're flipping.
The previous statement. I don't know I don't remember the fries in consideration. I don't know. All fast food makes me. I think fast food. I think all the people in fast food are just phoning it in. Because
they don't want to work during a pandemic, man. They're getting yelled at through the drive-thru for angry people not wearing a mask, like coughing on them while they're clipping their coupons, getting their McDonald's bucks, trying to play a Monopoly game.
I don't blame them.
Right, they're like 16 years old. You know, they're not going to school. They're not hanging out with their friends. They're just like working this job, and they're like, "What? Why am I?"
And parents are making them probably.
Why are you even here? Mm-hmm. Right? Like, come on. I mean, I had I've been eating like garbage lately, but I had Burger King today. First time in like ever. Their fries tasted like lemon.
That's not a good sign, man. That's not. I don't think that's intentional. I think that someone has actually washed their hands with like lemon soap and then touched your fries.
Well, maybe, but I was like, oh, these are like kind of lemon scented. And I had a spicy chicken sandwich, and surprisingly, dude, BK's. Does it
compare to like Popeyes and like Chick-fil-A and like Wendy's?
Way better than Popeyes, dude. I've given Popeyes legitimately three more chances. 3 more chances.
You have been eating like crap.
Each and every time has been
I just don't get the sandwich anymore, man.
No, dude, it's stupid. You know what pisses me off about? Like, here's like the patty, right? So here's like the patty, and then there's like one little speckle or maybe a couple little freckles of like spicy stuff. And then you eat it and you're like, this is just a regular.
You have to work your way all the way to the middle to get to the spice.
Chicken strip. I guess it's like they're phoning it in, dude. I can't believe people were murdering.
There was actually the simpler times, man, when people actually just murdered each other for over a chicken sandwich. Now people just murder each other for over COVID-19.
That chicken sandwich is overrated. The chicken is good, but that chicken sandwich is overrated.
No, the chicken sandwich sucks, dude. But Wendy's fries, though, to get back to Wendy's does have the best fry because you get more fry. You get, dude, the width of the fry and the length of the fry.
They changed their fries like 10 years ago, man. They used to just have like floppy, like McDonald's, like. Wasn't even probably even potato, like 80% like soy or something, like mutated fry, like 20% potato, and it just tasted great. Then they changed to actually using real potatoes and like hand cutting their fries, and I don't know, man. I think that's when they lost me. When they started putting effort into it kind of lost me.
I would say the other best fries are Whataburger fries because they're like thin and crispy.
Really, man? I always thought, man. I don't know, man. I always thought those got that Whataburger phoned it on their fries, man. Like they focus.
Dude, Whataburger's so good. You can get whatever you want in a burger, man. I used to get.
Was Five Guys the consensus, or was it Chick-fil-A? Like everyone liked.
Not Chick-fil-A.
No, you don't like Chick-fil-A. No, can't get. You don't like Chick-fil-A?
Dude, waffle fries are good.
They're too big.
What about That's he does have a point, man, because they only put like 7 fries in your whole like large. You're like done already.
It's true. That's where they do get you.
So we have no consensus. Right, Five Guys.
I feel like Five Guys gives you no. I feel like Five Guys gives you like
no.
They give you a cup of fries and then they just dump more fries in your bag, and then your bag is all greasy and gross. And then you're just like, I just want my $56. This is like opening up the schools and opening up the restaurants. We can't come to consensus. If us three can't get a consensus, the fries, how can the United States expect to reopen after COVID? We can't. No wonder nothing's getting done. Right? Oh my gosh. No, but McDonald's fries are the worst.
Yeah.
Literally, as soon as you get home. Your fries are gross. And if you put them in the microwave, how
don't
dare
do
you?
that.
No, do that to any fast food.
How dare you?
So mess up.
Dude, that's the watery and gross. They like somehow like absorb water through the microwave if you try to microwave. This is
I remember, no diss to mom and dad, but they did save like fast food for like the next day, and like they tried to like give it to us as our breakfast the next morning or in the lunch the next morning. It's never worked. I know. I was kind of just kind of pushed it to the back of the fridge. No one would forget about it.
Right? Like, why are you saving this?
Yeah, you can't save fast food, man. This doesn't hold up.
No. Half-Life, man.
The only thing else on the thread was Raw Underground. And then the XFL and The Rock. But
So here's what I'll say about Raw Underground. I haven't seen it yet, but I was gonna say, man, Lucha Underground would have been a really cool alternative to all of this going on. I think Lucha Underground probably would have came out on top.
They taped I think they taped like a year in advance, so like all the spoilers were out. But so, yeah,
right? They could have had a year's worth of content and people there, and like that would have been cool.
Fold again? They just.
I don't think they just weren't making money, or I think the the channel it was on like folded. It was on the El Rey network. I don't know if that's still a network anymore.
Oh yeah, El Rey.
Yeah, but they had they had Ricochet, they had Pentagon, Phoenix, they had
They had both of them?
Yeah, John Morrison.
John Morrison.
Johnny Mundo.
Matanza was Jeff Cobb. They had Rey Mysterio for a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, they had a bunch of they had some cool stuff going on, but yeah.
Do you think that Seth Rollins is going to kill Dominic Mysterio at SummerSlam?
He probably should, man. But I don't know. Hopefully some shenanigans. I have a special spot in my heart for Dominic Mysterio because when they did that spot of Survivor Series of him and his dad when they both did the 619 on Brock Lesnar after like a kind of subpar match, but then Dominic came running and like that gave me a soft spot that made me hit me right in the feels. He should get dominated. He should get kicked in the balls and then freaking blackout, curb stomped. It should be it, man. If they respected Seth Rollins, that's what they would do. That's how I would book it. But
I hope they respect Seth Rollins. I mean, he does.
But if he loses to Dominic, maybe he'll send him farther over the edge of his like Messiah thing. I don't know. But if you lose to a freaking rookie in his first match, then.
I think Dominic might win, but then there's going to be shenanigans. Like he might best Seth Rollins, but something's going to happen to where Seth gets the win.
Gotcha.
Like something like that would happen because it'd be like, oh, could Dominic do it? Ooh, he almost did, but something happens, right? That could be cool though. So The Rock owning the XFL, immediately when I read that the headlines for that, I was like, dude, this is just
HBO Ballers. It's just like a marketing ploy, like a $15 million marketing ploy for HBO Ballers.
Right? Like, I believe it, and I think he would do a fantastic job. Like, I would be interested in watching XFL, knowing that The Rock is has a hand in it. Who knows what it'll be, but I don't know.
I wonder if they'll change anything about it. I mean, I didn't really watch it before, but I wonder if it'll change any format or anything, or if they'll stick to it. I mean, it's not under WWE anymore. It's under the Great One.
Third time's a charm, man. They've went under twice. They filed bankruptcy twice. So they have to do something really wacky, man. They can't be like NFL Light because college football does that so much better. They have to be like something like Arena League or like something like Jock Jams or Rock and Jock or whatever, Pros versus Joes. They have to do something like gimmicky to make it interesting, man. It can't just be like the B- players from who can't make it out.
They should have, I just came up with this on the top of my head, but they should have like power plays, like in hockey, where it's like 10 more dudes on one side for like field. 3 minutes. You know what I mean? Like when the ball is coming at you, like they could have a play where it's like, okay, we're just going to empty the bench. And then everybody just like runs. And then tries to get the guy that catches the ball, but they can only do it like once or twice.
It looks like the Battle of the Bastards from Game of Thrones, just like a bunch of people just rushing into that one Jon Snow, just with the sword and pulling
like that'd be a cool gimmick, right?
They have to, like, weird stuff. They have to listen to Anthony just getting.
Yeah, man, like the quarterback has to throw with his non-dominant hand for like 3 plays. And the other team gets to determine when that happens. Like, no, we call it, dude. You got to throw lefty.
like they're laying down a Uno card or something. The coaches.
Yeah, right. Right? Like, put this eye patch on.
Your wide receivers have to pay an eye patch for like a half a quarter. Yeah.
Right, the center and the quarterback have to switch positions for 1 or 2 plays.
Get Anthony Stone and just take notes, Rock. I think that's
I'm just saying, like, that would be cool. That would be silly, right? Or like you gotta cut promos when you get a touchdown.
You get like bonus points, like 3 judges or something, like they're like Olympic figure skating on your promo, and then if you get like an extra point or something for that.
Right? I don't know. That'd be silly. I mean, you're right. It's got to be like, got to have like an added new element to it. But who knows? Who knows, man? Maybe it's just NFL light. I don't know.
Probably. Yeah.
Probably just be NFL.
What's the other thing?
Oh gosh.
I don't think so, man.
That might have been it. I mean, we're Zoom gave us some extra time, but we're I think it's a healthy show. I was telling Tommy before the show, and I'll let the fans know. First and foremost, thank you for listening to Bros Before Elbows Pro Wrestling Podcast. We're on iTunes and Podbean and Facebook and Twitter and YouTube, all that. I'm gonna take a little bit of a hiatus for just a little bit, regather my thoughts. Obviously, I've been the boat anchor where I haven't been watching any wrestling. I have no idea what's going on. So I just got to step back, regroup my thoughts, and then come back with a new gimmick, and just be back better than ever. So just want to. You guys keep doing it. Run with it. Just take it as far as you can, but need a little bit of
well, here's the thing, producer. You were on Skype too long, man. You dragged the show down because your Skype problems and your mic problems and your earphone. So I don't think so, man. You're trying to leave up on top. You need to, if you're going to leave this podcast, you need to leave on your back, man, and put me and Theron over. And you know what? And just, if you're leaving the territory, you're heading to the wilderness, man. You need to put us over. But yeah. That's I can't be a heel, man. I'm sorry. That's about as heel I can get. He's leaving. He leaves but I think Theron can run a 2-man weave for a couple weeks, a month or two, man. Recollect.
Yeah, man. Go for it, man. I you guys can take the torch, run with it. Take it to the top. I'm gonna regroup, try to get maybe a subscription to TNT and actually watch AEW.
Automobile is pulling the double cross once again.
Right, I'm just saying, I gotta take some time. I gotta go back.
Yeah, that's right, man. He's gonna recharge the batteries, man. He's got Automobile's gonna come back, unmask himself and reveal it was Anthony all along or something. I don't know, man. Yeah. Some kind of story. We'll come up with some kind of storyline where we'll...
The ghost of El Auto, because he disappeared when.
Oh man, you're still in Red Dead. That's it.
Oh, I'm not even halfway through the game. I'm like 44%. Yeah. Oh man, there's so much to do, but I catch myself just like hunting for herbs.
How's your horse?
Yeah, how's your horse, man?
Man. So these stupid camps, so it's like the middle of the night. It's like 1 or 2 in the morning in the game, and I'm just like riding along the railroad tracks, and all of a sudden, a camp of gang members. I'm like, yeah, all right, I'm strong enough now. I'll take these fools out. Start shooting at him, and I jump off my horse because I'm like, yeah, whatever. I left him on the tracks because I didn't think there was gonna be a train coming.
What are you doing? You're such a bad horse owner.
And then, sure enough, all of a sudden I hear a train coming, and I look behind and just plowed right through my horse. And then I was like, I wonder if I can revive him.
What are you going to revive him?
He's just in the water.
I'll sprinkle some herbs on him, and then he'll be fine.
So again, I don't know how the game mechanics work, but I'm afraid to leave my saddle behind because I have all my equipment there. So again, I pick up my saddle and I just run back to camp. And then drop my saddle because I don't know if I'm supposed to take it or not. I'm afraid to lose like $700.
Do you have a name in your game? You get to name your character?
No, the name of the guy is
Arthur Horse Killer Morgan. Yeah,
yeah, right. So I gotta buy a new horse, but I could catch horses too. So I'm looking online how to find the how to find the best horse in the game. So it is what it is, man. But the game is super crazy. But I got to take a break from that, too, because I just find myself every night just I'm spending an hour hunting herbs.
I should have been in bed an hour ago.
Doing the storyline. I'm just exactly. I should have been to bed already. What am I doing?
Oh, man. Okay. We've all been there, man. We've all been there.
Right. There's just so much to do in that game, but yeah, that's it. That's my final thought.
Darren, is there everything we missed in the world of pro wrestling? And a news update? I think we covered everything, huh?
We did. We covered we were supposed to talk about Raw Underground, but it's fine, I guess. that was the bullet point. Shane McMahon's back. He's the host. I don't know if that will ever happen.
I don't think so, man. I think I've given up on that too. No more see him on Twitter. Yeah.
What does he say on Twitter?
Just like, I don't know. He just talks like casually about wrestling. Mostly talks about hockey. So I don't think he's interested in like. I don't think he's that interested. I think it's kind of like he lost his smile.
Him and AJ Lee, huh? Both gone forever, never to return.
Yeah, she's like an author now. So.
Oh. Cool. All these people leaving wrestling and starting new things. Like Rusev.
Interesting.
Yeah, Rusev's a gamer now. Yeah, so it goes. Yeah. He's got his own
wrestling.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, playing Cubert. Yeah, streaming Cubert.
Cool. All right. Well, you've been listening to the Bros Before Elbows Pro Wrestling Podcast. Check us out on iTunes, Podbean, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, iTunes, iBean, PodTunes. Spotify. We're on Spotify now. That's a big one I forgot to announce. Yeah, we're on Spotify. So check it out, man. If that's where you get your podcast, we're on Spotify. Check us out.
Hey, I will drop your horses, people.
I'd prefer Arizona.